Lokesh Bhatia. Welcome you on Lok Talks channel. Today, again, we'll be in conversation with Dr. Vinita Ramnani. She's a consultant ophthalmologist, head of department, Bansal Hospital, Bhopal. Before also, we have discussed on two different topics, one on diabetic retinopathy and another on how to protect and take care of your eyes working on different kind of screens, mobile, TV, and PCs. This month, being August month, is being dedicated to Children's Eye Health and Safety Month. So how to take care of your eyes, particularly in children age group? This is what we'll be discussing today. Welcome, Dr. Vinita.
Namaskar. Thank you, Dr. Lokesh.
So how children's eyes are different from adults' eyes? Let's discuss on that first.
Yes, Dr. Lokesh, I'm going to start my presentation so that we can see the slides and can have a better view. So as August is the Children's Eye Health and Safety Month, we will be discussing how to take care of these children, especially as far as the eyes are concerned. As you asked, how children's eye are different from adult, one is a developing eye. See, the length is increasing, our height is increasing, every organ of body is increasing in size. So there are changes in eye size, which will later on affect to our spectacle number that we are going to discuss. The second could be they are basically non-complaining kids. They don't understand what exactly the problem they are having as far as the vision is concerned. And it's really difficult that the parents are aware about the problem of a child. So sometimes we miss some problems just because of the non-compliance. And third will be our 80% learning is through the eyes. So if you have some eye related issues, especially related to vision, probably the children's learning is affected, and most of the kids, they become introvert or they become less interested in the activities and they lag behind from the other children. That is what we need to understand the problem in a child's eye critically, and timely treatment is very important.
Right. So what are the common eye problems seen in children age group?
Yes, Dr. Lokesh, we can see any eye problem which is there in adult. Same problems we can face in children, but with a lesser frequency. The commonest problem in a child which we encountered is a refractive error, that is wearing a glass. Maybe a glass for near, maybe a glass for distance, which we call as a myopia and hypermetropia, nearsightedness or far-sightedness respectively, or maybe an astigmatism. So these are the three types of the refractive error in general to understand that your child has a glass. Then one which is very characteristic in the children is amblyopia, which we call as a lazy eye. In this, one eye or both the eyes are not seeing to the extent of 100%. So it has to be corrected in time, otherwise it, as the name suggests, it becomes lazy. More commonly, we encountered a crossed eyes. So there is a squint which is more visible in children as compared to adult. And it is some kind of an indication that this child needs an urgent attention as far as the vision is concerned, not only cosmetic, but also from the vision point of view. Then we can see even the drooped eyelids, the color deficiency and the vitamin A deficiency is common in children. And then so also the conjunctivitis, because their immune system is not that good. And lastly, they may encounter a lot of traumas because of their age. Maybe they are playing with the sharp objects. So we have to take care of these tender eyes. And the other problems which may exist like adults could be cataract, glaucoma, diabetic retinopathy, and digital strain, which we all adult can suffer the same way the children can suffer.
Right. So, in your experience, what are the reasons of glasses in children and why their numbers are being observed to keep on increasing with their growing age?
Yes, Dr. Lokesh, very good question. That why there is a glass and why the number is increasing, because these are the two major problem. Every parent come and then they crying that my child is having a glass, my child is having a thicker glass every year, and they wanted to do anything for their kids. But unfortunately, these are the growing eyes till 18 to 20 years, because the size of the eyeball is changing. So there could be a possibility of change in number. If this change we compare, it's like our uh, shoe number or a cloth number. So with the advancing age, our children, they requiring little longer shirts, the same way they will be requiring little bigger number to compensate for the height. Just to explain, this is the normal cut section of an eye in which the rays of light is passing and nicely focused on the retina. So this outer layer is a cornea and this inner layer is retina. So if it is focused nicely, vision is normal, child is seeing everything good. But unfortunately, if there is a 1 millimeter increase in the size of an eyeball, which is normally 24 millimeters, the 1 millimeter increase in number will give rise to 3 number of minus glass. Why? Because the rays of light, can you see here, is focused in front of the retina, because the eyeball is little longer. And in the lower picture, the eyeball is little shorter, so the rays of light are being focused backwards. It's behind the retina. So if it is not sharply focused on the retina, your child does not see correctly, and now you need a prescription of glass. So what does this glass does is, the glass will make the image sharply focused on the retina. So this picture depicts that the upper picture depicts that the image is not being properly formed on the retina. But when you put a glass in front of your eyes, everything is sharply focused and the child can see. So it's a kind of a miracle that a child which was not seeing initially, and if you provide them a very simple glass, he can see absolutely normal like any other normal child. So wearing a glass will not give you an addiction. It is not harmful for your children. Many of the parents, they come and say, ma'am, if we use the glass, they will become habitual of using glasses and they will not be able to see without glasses. Anyway, if you don't provide them glasses, they are not seeing. By providing the glasses, you are making them see full. So anybody requiring glasses and not wearing glasses is amounting to a more trouble. So the request is that they should use the numbers appropriate, and it has to be used for the whole day as prescribed by doctor, because mainly parents, they ignore that when the child grow, probably they may not require glasses, or they may not be habitual of wearing glasses. So it is good that they should not use it. This is their thinking. But as a doctor advice, or as you see this physics principle, it is bad to the children if they have a glass and parents are not giving them appropriate glasses.
Right. So, what are the warning signs that could indicate the vision problems in children?
Exactly. The parents should know that when to take children complaint seriously. So as far as warning signs are concerned, one is very important because we observe the kids. So after the birth, if mother observe the child eye and she or the father felt that these eyes are not properly aligned, they are of not normal size, the one side eyeball is little hazy, that it doesn't look that transparent, or one lid is drooped down, there is some stickiness, that is a time that a newborn baby uh, should be taken to an ophthalmologist. But if it is little bit grown child, maybe 1 year or so, then you have to observe that how this child is looking into the objects, how the child is holding something, maybe a book, uh, when he is holding the book or mobile or anything, does he keep it very close to the eyes? Does he observe TV going very close to the TV? Why? Because he is not able to see. So definitely for sharper vision, he will proceed nearer to the TV, and when he sees something, probably he can shift or tilt the head, eyes. So these are the indications where the child is struggling to see better, because he's not able to see and he's not able to complain. If there is an excessive discomfort, watering, there is an headache, especially when child comes from the school, or when he is reading and complaining that he is having a headache or eye ache, or nowadays more commonly a discomfort following a digital gadgets. So we should all look into this matter seriously. Sometimes the parents thinks that the child is just complaining like that, and they ignore. So sometimes the ignorance is not a bliss. So they have to take children. This is a signal from the God that please go and meet ophthalmologist. And if you take a small step reaching to an eye doctor by providing very small things, maybe occlusion for one eye, maybe glasses, maybe some exercises, you can have a good vision. So when you are having such problems, it is better that you should go for routine checkups. And especially when the child has a squint, watering, then definitely you have to meet doctor. And one more thing which is very important, that your child is very sharp and intelligent, and then now there's low grades in the exam. So that is also an indication that the child is not able to perform well, because he is not able to see well and understand well.
Right, right. Very nice. Very wonderfully enumerated the warning signs. So, how to take care of children using glasses?
That is very important, Dr. Lokesh. As I said, the glasses needs to be worn properly, otherwise your child will not be interested in studies and learning. And because this is the uh, time in which the eye connects to the brain. So if you give a clear image, the brain will connect to the eye, and the child will see good and learn good. But most of the children, they don't go for a routine checkup, they go for a lot of digital strain. And it is being studied that around 20% of the children, means out of 4, one child can have a problem, and that is the requirement of a glasses out of 4. Especially parents like me, when they have a glasses, there is a hereditary effect. So even my daughter has a number, and I got a number from my grandmother. So it's an hereditary, because the similar structure we pass on by genes to our next generation.
Right. For our viewers, I would like to share this nice news that Dr. Vinita's daughter is also now becoming ophthalmologist. She has recently joined Department of Ophthalmology as a PG student. So that's such a nice thing to be worth sharing. So when and how the frequently to go for eye checkups in children?
Yes, Dr. Lokesh, because the children, they don't complain, so we have to go to doctor more frequently to understand their problems.
Right.
Secondly, their eyes are growing. So with the growing age, their requirement for the glasses, their problems may change with time. So
Right.
till 18 years of age, we need to be more cautious. So one thing I told, that if you see something abnormal in a child, even at the just after the birth, you should consult ophthalmologist. One examination between 6 to 9 months, the other examination between 2 to 5 years, and then subsequently annually between 6 to 18 years. This is the commonest thing, especially just to remember, because you tend to forget the number. Your child, when starts going to the school, so before that one should go for a routine child screening examination. And when we routinely screen, the problems gets better, problem gets lower down, and they learn better, because it is being seen that 80% of the preschool children, they require a screening and they don't go for a routine eye screening. So just to remember, annual eye examination is one which we should go for it, and probably once the child is entering into the school, and then once the child has a summer break or any holiday break.
Right. So the next question is very much pertinent, and it is in relation to the use of screens. We have done this topic in our previous discussion, and that was in Hindi on a public demand. This is being done in English. So what are the side effects of tender eyes due to online classes? So what are the effects of it and side effects?
Exactly, Dr. Lokesh. Nowadays, we all are using digital gadgets, not only TV, not only computer, but TV, mobile, everything. And most commonly, we call it as a computer vision syndrome or a digital eye strain. And with the increasing use of the digital gadgets, our children are being affected. I have put these two slides to show that how engaged they are looking into the computer and TV, and they are not worried about what is happening in the world. And they go on doing it for 18 hours or more. So the parents needs to check. And because of this, not only digital strain, but because their eyeball is increasing in size, they will have a development of a spectacle, and their spectacle number may go fast. And there is a one prediction that around 50% of the population will be needing glasses by 2020 because of the digital use. And this excessive digital use will give a lot of problems in health, mental health, physical health. But to the eye, we can summarize that there is a strain, there is a fatigue in the eye, there is a dryness, burning sensation, excessive light sensitivity, and blurry vision, especially in the evening times, associated with headaches, nausea. Sometimes you can have a kind of a dizziness, and you may have other body pains like pain in the neck, shoulder, and back because of the abnormal postures. And it is being seen that dryness is very common because we often tend to forget blinking when we see these digital gadgets. We are so engaged that we forget the blinking. Even nowadays, with the help of a mask in front of our eyes, it creates more of a dryness because of the heat generated and air directly going into the eye, and just creating an evaporation of our tears. So what is more important is that we should have these proper system of sitting and proper alignment to the computer, so that we will have a lesser strain and we will have a issue using computer for a longer period of time. So also for the TV, I will suggest, because kids can engage himself into looking into the TV, and there will be lot of disturbances in child growth and development looking into these digital gadgets. So the good habit is that computer should be seated at 50 centimeters, and the TV should be around 2.5 meters, and we should be in good light, and we should blink in between and take a break in between.
Right. So children nowadays are using mobile. What are the side effects on the eyes due to its usage?
Yes, Dr. Lokesh, because mobile is very handy, it is available in our hands, and there is a blue invisible radiations which are coming from the mobile, and they create a lot of disturbances in our health, and especially to the eyes, because the screen is smaller in size and it is held nearer to the eyes in comparison to the computer and TV. So if I compare the digital effects of three, mobile is more dangerous, and probably it is the most handy equipment which is there to the children, and they are playing lot of video games, and they have lot of problems because of these small gadgets we provide to the children. Sometimes the parents, they provide this gadget just to make them or make them eat. So these are the kind of an addiction we will provide children by parents, and then complaining that the whole day my child is on a mobile, what should I do?
That's
So it is
that's
better that we should not provide them these gadgets from the beginning. We should keep a watch that they should not hold the mobile very close to the eye. It should be arm length, so around 14 to 16 inches. And we should avoid such activities in which there is a night in which the room lights are closed and the children are watching this. So it is unattended watch. We should be careful, because they may see something which is not suitable to your age.
right. So what are the
So
kind
I
of
think
precautions?
we should be very careful about the mobile watch on a children.
Right. So very much needed to keep a watch on how to control their habits. So what are the kind of precautions are really needed to prevent the side effects of the digital gadgets?
Exactly, Dr. Lokesh. As far as the precaution is concerned, if we limit our time, probably more than 50% things are already done. So only thing is you have to restrict. So when you restrict a time, probably you encourage more outdoor activities. You have to be more conversant with your children and make them read hard copies rather than e-books. Probably will give the problem to the solution, but still, because of the classes, because of the profession, because of the learning, if we have to use the digital gadgets, the Mool mantra, our main thing which you should remember is 20-20-20 rule, which is to reduce the strain. What exactly it means that after 20 minutes of a digital gadget use, you have to close your eyes or look at the distance for 20 seconds, maybe at a distance of 20 feet, which will solve the purpose.
Right,
Yes, you have to take care of your tender eyes in the form of a proper light, proper sitting, proper diet, and then maintaining the distances which I told you.
right. Mhm. So what causes redness, itching, and frequent blinking in your eyes?
Exactly, Dr. Lokesh. These children, they have a more tendency for red eyes, and they go on rubbing their eyes, maybe because of the itching. They have a itch rub cycle, and sometimes they have a very frequent blinking when they speak, when they see something, they start blinking. So this is a kind of flex they have because of these conjunctivitis, or maybe because of this allergy. This allergy is very common in the children.
Right. So one of the commonest.
Sometimes it is more recurrent in summertime
Right.
because of the UV light and because of the irritation of dust, pollution, chemicals.
Right. So what are the tips would like to share for the eye care in this children age group?
Yes, definitely. We all should take care of our eyes because it is the greatest gift from the God. Especially for the kids, the parents has to take step forward. So I think we can schedule and summer annual eye screening for the kids, and it has to be a comprehensive eye examination, especially if the kids are using glasses, because their numbers are going to go up with the advancing age. When they are exposed to excessive sunlight, probably the UV blocking sunglasses we can use to protect the eyes. They can wash their eyes, keep their hands sterile, and then you should encourage them for more outdoor activities and expose them to the natural lights rather than to indoor where there is an artificial light and these tender eyes are not able to.
Right.
What is more important is to prevent the children from injuries, because we lose many eyes because of these different kind of sports or other toys which is being used by the kids unattended without any eye safety gears. So injuries are very common, especially in India. The injuries because of the arrows, because of the holy color, maybe because of the firecracker and something pointing, maybe pencil, they all can give rise to injuries. So as far as vision is concerned, probably yes, we can recover by glasses, but once injured, sometime it is a irreparable loss to the child as well as to the parents for whole life. So probably August will be dedicated to just prevent the injuries, prevent the vision loss, and make eyes safer. This is
Right.
the message I just wanted to pass it on.
Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you very much. Wonderful discussion. And I think this is a beautiful treat for all our viewers. I think we can exit from this slide option.
Thank you so much, Dr.
Thanks a lot.
Lokesh.
Thank you very much. Thanks a lot, Dr. Vinita, for sharing wonderful tips for the children eye health care, and especially important tips for all for how to protect your eyes from digital gadgets, which is becoming now another pandemic. After this COVID-19 pandemic, this is going to be another major problem. The eye care is going to be a major problem forthcoming. So one has to be very meticulously involved in taking care of their own eyes, maybe children age group, maybe adults. So thank you very much for sharing wonderful tips for our viewers. Thanks a lot.
Thank you.
Uh,
Thank you, Dr. Lokesh.
Thank you. Thank you very much. Dear viewers, hope you like this tips, and I request you strongly to share with your friends, your relatives, and your all the family members. And don't forget to subscribe this channel, and definitely don't forget to hit on bell icon. Thank you very much. Thanks a lot. Bye-bye. Take care.
Hello, friends. Namaskar. Welcome to Lok Talks for professional medical guidance, for spirituality and meditation, life coaching, personality development, and travelogues. Thank you very much to be a part of my online YouTube family. Thank you very much. I welcome to you all. Thank you.